Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Manhood. Again, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's give that ciao.
Child support court update. So I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself because he clearly said...
I mean, I'm almost positive this is the parody chick because she comes up a lot. But this mentality is a lot of women. How many women have we seen say, oh, I don't care about your money, about the money that has to do for the kids. I'm going to spend it any way I want to spend it. The same mentality.
It was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that. And she completely took me off of child support. Meaning I'm now getting $0.
Someone needs to tell me if this woman's entire account is satire. Please, because I've talked about one of her videos before where she was going on and on about how she does things for her kids, but she will not do anything for her husband because he's not a child. And now this video pops up on my feed, and apparently she's in the middle of a divorce and she gets a crazy amount of child support, or used to. And now she's complaining to all of us that her child support was taken away because she was spending it on herself instead of the child. Ma'am, do you not feel guilty for taking candy from a child, your child, to be specific? Because that is what you're doing. Even if you are getting a crazy amount of child support and you can't find ways to spend it all on the child at this point, maybe they're too young, punt it into a savings account and punt their name on it. I can't believe that more parents don't do this because
Okay, see, this is the thing that kids have that we adults don't have. They got time. They got compound interest on their side. Right? From 1 year old to 18? 18 years of compound interest is a lot of money. We don't got those 18 years anymore. We can't just put money away like that.
At some point, that child is going to grow up and they're going to know. They're going to find out. And trust me, when that day happens, they are going to see you for who you are.
Here's one thing I've always believed in. Fathers should be able to demand to see proof of every penny of child support spent. Every single one.
Courts ain't gonna do that.
Stayed in a marriage for 23 years and built up a family and my ex's career and everything, and we literally just got to where...
How did you build your ex's career?
It was supposed to be everything we dreamed of. Like, owned a company, making, almost $1 million. And that was my breaking point. And I left it all. Left it all. And I'm not...
Left it all or took more than half of it?
Not a person that is about money. I've kind of been in mourning of the, oh my gosh, I gave it all up. Everything was around my family. So when I chose to leave, I gave it all up. All up. I had no clue that the worst was yet to come in the 1 year of separation. And so it's weird because I find that I just thought today for a split second, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought, I should have just stayed. I should have stayed. It wasn't that bad. You made it 23.
You guys were millionaires. How hard is your life when you're millionaires already and you've been together for 23 years? I'm almost positive you have a very, very luxurious, very taken care of lifestyle before all that.
Years. You made 26 years total. Your kids are college and one's almost out of high school. You made it. You made it.
Pretty much.
It didn't matter at this point. They can do their own separate life and all that. You made it to the point where you guys were making so much money and you had big houses and you could do whatever you want and you can
do it all the way.
Relax.
Because you thought you could do better.
I have zero sympathy for this woman who walked out on her 23-year marriage. She said the breaking point was when her husband's company was making $1 million a year.
That didn't even make sense.
How is success a breaking point?
Right.
And now a year later, she's lamenting her decision because life is going to be so much harder.
act like I'm terrified. I don't have 401k. My counsel did not have my back. And there's just timelines that you can't stop. And so it is what it is. And, you know, I'm 47 years old. It's not like I'm 25. I'm healthy. Kinda. I have an autoimmune disease, which means it's life-threatening for the rest of my life. You know, things can change. But it's not like I'm an invalid and can't do anything for myself. But it is
Exactly. Get a job, you bum.
terrifying. Like, I could have stayed. I'm so mad that I think this way. I could have stayed. My life would have been so much easier.
Yep.
At no time does she say she still loves or ever loved her ex-husband,
Nope.
or that she missed him.
It was just my lifestyle was so much better.
Did he cheat on her or mistreat her? All she has to say is, it wasn't that bad. Faint praise. Her main concern seems to be her own financial future.
Correct.
Not continuing a life with another person she shared 23 years with.
But I have to make money.
So he was telling the truth.
Well, not fully
Yeah.
the truth, because I mean, you know, he's acting like I'm not there for him. He's complaining now. He didn't have any complaints whenever we got
just
together.
established you are not there. They're with him
Never
5
there, Your
days
Honor.
a week.
Never
Excuse me.
there.
Mr. Williams, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told her. No interruptions,
Thank
okay?
you, Your Honor.
No, you don't have to thank me because you've been doing it. So, no, that's not what we're doing. It is not to taunt him. It's just to make sure I give him the same treatment that I gave you, okay? Now, he has not been dishonest thus far in what he said because you just confirmed it. You get him on your off days, which is 2 days a week. The other 5 days, they are with him. You do Happy Meals and park. He's taking them to school. He's feeding them. He's getting them dressed for school, getting them dressed
But
for. Are they in any activities?
Yeah.
Yes, and
Okay.
After school, my younger daughter,
But-
she cheerleading.
But Your
Okay,
Honor,
are
I'm
you
the one-
taking them to
but
cheerleading?
I'm providing for them.
Okay.
He's not telling the
Okay,
financial
so
part.
let's talk about that then.
Yes.
How much money do you make?
I do very well.
That wasn't my
That's
question.
exactly what she told me.
That, excuse me. That I
100
can't, you know,
I'm
write
sorry,
down
I'm
very
sorry.
well on the child support order. I need to know how much you make in a dollar amount.
180K a year.
180K a year.
So she's making $180,000 a year. Doing what? Does she give any to the man who looks after the kids?
Hell no.
Imagine being a young adult, struggling to get your life going, only to then find out that your mother got $500,000 of child support that she spent all on herself.
That would be devastating.
How much of that $180,000 are you giving dad?
Well, not necessarily giving that, but on my children, because I don't give it directly to him. I take care of my children.
Wait a minute, hold on. The kids are 8 and 5.
Right.
So you got to give it to him. So what are you giving him to provide for the kids?
Well, I wasn't giving him anything to provide for the kids. When I check on my kids, I do for my kids, and I buy my kids
What does
stuff.
that mean?
That means like I provide things for them. I do when they're in my care. That's when I provide for them. But
2 days a week in your care, right?
Well, full time.
We've established that.
Yes.
So,
So-
what do you do beyond that?
But as far, I can't imagine giving this man any amount of money that I work hard for, and he.
That's the exact same thing that men say. I can't imagine giving this ungrateful, entitled woman my money that I've earned very hard for.
He talking about this stripper, this and that. I'm an exotic dancer, but he didn't have that problem when we got together. And the years that we were together, he wasn't complaining then. But as regarding my children, I take very good care of them. I just can't imagine the hard work that I do. That's why my knee is messed up now, because I had an injury at work. And he knows that, and then he's begging for money. I take care of my children. My
He's
children have
not
no wants.
begging. He's not. He is not. He is not begging. He is telling you to do what you should do anyway as a parent.
But you're not
Your Honor,
in
the
private,
part-
Your Honor.
Your Honor,
He's
the
trying
part-
to get back with me.
Here,
He does
1 second.
extra
Hold on,
stuff,
hold on.
like-
Shh. It doesn't matter. That has no bearing on child support. What he says to you, what he says about you, doesn't make any never mind to me. What you say about her, what y'all's conversations are, that has no never mind, has nothing to do with child support.
Right,
okay?
but
True.
Essentially, these women are all experiencing a turning of the tables, and that's it. Men have been dealing with these issues for centuries. Miss Exotic Dancer thinks like a teenage girl and hasn't actually taken on the mindset of a mother.
If you're making $180,000 a year, why aren't these children on any type of health insurance?
Well, Well, the profession that I have, you know, there's no insurance offered, and I mean...
Well, it doesn't have to be. You're considered a independent contractor, right?
Right.
That means you can get private health insurance.
Well,
Did you know that?
I'm not really sure how to go about doing that.
It's called Google.
You can Google and say to the internet how to find private health insurance.
Right.
I'm trying to see
But
where
see,
she
but
get the
he has
180
his
from.
own barbershop, and
Brother, shut your mouth, man. The judge has told you to shut up many times. Stop getting yourself into hot water.
through the barbershop, I figured he's complaining about I don't spend time enough with him.
Start doing
He
that.
can figure
I
that
wouldn't
part
have been
out.
doing
Okay,
that.
hold on.
Because I can take my kids to the doctor, pay the copay out of cash, and be done. Like, insurance for what? I mean...
Well, child support for what? Because you're definitely getting ready to pay. How about
No,
that?
wait.
Yes, no,
But
it's
Your
not
Honor,
a waste.
he didn't
No,
tell
ma'am.
you-
No, ma'am. You came here to waste my time.
Bless this judge. She points out the exotic dancer doesn't provide health insurance to her children, which she totally can.
You did come here to waste my time. You make $180,000 a year, and you have not been doing what you need to be doing for these children. You don't pay for cheerleading. You pay for Happy Meals, and
But
I
he
can't even
act-
say you
he's
pay for the
acting
park
like he
because
is
the
a-
park is
come
free.
from?
Your Honor, I just want to say, and he's talking about my kids being teased at school and all of that. No, he's the one being teased. He's the one that is brainwashing them to believe this stuff and want to turn my kids against me because I don't want to be with him any longer. That's the ultimate problem. That's why we're here. Because before this, Mr.
A narcissistic freaking entitlement.
Williams didn't have any problems with me financially, taking care of my kids, providing.
Your Honor, this
Baby,
is
I'ma
exactly
support
why
you,
we're not
and
staying
you go
together.
do what you need to go do those 2 days a week. That was our agreement. Now you want to bash me and make it seem like I'm not there for our children?
2
How
days
dare
out of the
you?
week, Your Honor.
No, it's not 2 days.
2 days
It's
out
not
of the week, and
but
she
can you
yelling
tell-
full time.
Okay, but what about that day you had an appointment and I had to watch them?
What about the
One
day you left the
extra
kids at the
day.
house to go
Oh
out
my
with your
gosh.
friends?
You know what? See, you always bringing up old stuff. You know, you always going. You're on. At the end of the day,
Past matters.
I make very good money. I do very well, and he wasn't complaining then, and now he wants to complain now, and I just don't know what to tell him. You know. But our kids is not an issue. They love me dearly. Please tell Your Honor. Please tell her that how much the
Your
kids
Honor, I don't
love
have to
me. They talk
brainwash
about
them.
me.
I don't have to
in a
brainwash
good
them.
way.
They already know.
No. They
'Cause they
talk
getting
about
it
me
in
in a
school.
good way. They love their mother dearly because I'm there for them. What memories are you making with them? Do they
Okay,
tell you
hold
how
on,
they
hold
act
on.
at the
Let me-
park?
hold on.
They love the
Every other day, we see similar videos of women trying to exploit men to the fullest,
Yep.
making sure they're negatively portrayed in courtrooms in front of the judges, trying to make them look bad in a society that already doesn't care about men. Harming people who are good to you is the very worst thing you can do. In all the major religions, pride, ingratitude, and harming those who are good to you are the very worst sins, and these
True.
chicks display all three behaviors.
park.
Here's the memory we're getting ready to make because I made my ruling. You have capped out, according to Texas guidelines, your gross is $9,200 a month. Child support is set at $2,300. You're going to do
Thank you, Your
a
Honor.
That's
reimbursement to Medicaid for $276, making your monthly child support payment $2,576.
That's how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how much you got to pay.
The thought process that this woman thought that this man was supposed to pay her, that's how stupid some of these women are. And again, a lot of these court cases with Judge Wanda are all done through transcripts. So these are actors, but it's all done through transcripts. So they're just reading the transcripts.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The children live with him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't see the celebration.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. What happened to the celebration? Because you're the one that's paying that $2,576. The children live with him. He should not pay you anything.
Serves her right, thanks to the judge who knew what was going on. This society is gradually decaying, and it seems like fun for now, but this is all madness. The decay continues, the madness continues, and we wonder why society is the way it is, as if some alien from another world is causing the problems here.
True.
Here's the truth. Child support should be an account in the child's name. The legal guardian can spend the money, but only with monthly proof of receipts. No receipts, and the spending is halted. At least this way, the money builds up for the child.
Correct.
And they can access it once they are 18.
No, shout outs to manhood. That is actually a good solution. Yeah, if you're just paying into a special account and then whatever to withdraw out of that account, you need special receipts. It makes total sense. But it doesn't make sense to the government's eyes because they want all our money and they want the resources and they want somebody to take care of that kid. So they're going to screw you over because they want a piece of it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And make it